Excellency, Mr. President, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, aka Ode Opio, Deputy Chief of Staff, Ministers of State, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, and our Honorable President of this House, members of the House, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Today is a great day in the history of this region, when the House is welcoming its in-law into its fold. First, we would like to thank the President for his continuous commitment towards his free education policy, which has taken many brilliant but needy students off the street. This policy, we have no doubt, will change the face of our society and the next generation. Again, the NABCO program has seen a lot of the youth being engaged in almost all sectors of the economy. And the House was privileged to have 8 of them. We will be grateful if these NABCO trainees will be absorbed into the ministry as permanent staff, since they have been of great help to this august House. Mr. President, your proactive measures in curbing COVID-19 is outstanding, and the entire country has seen this in the provision of vaccines, medical equipment, and allowances paid to the health practitioners, resulting in the dwindling number of cases reported at the various health facilities. This has motivated staff of the health facilities to help fight the pandemic. We will also like to thank the Minister for National Security, Minister for the Interior, the IGP, and his men for their various roles in maintaining the peace in the Greater Accra region, despite its numerous chieftaincy disputes. Your Excellency, I wish to state that Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs is gradually becoming non-functional for lack of members. Currently, there are 26 cases pending before the House. The House was able to settle more than 10 cases last year. This year has been very challenging because amongst the 13 traditional areas, only 6 are currently represented in the House, a situation that has made the running of the House of Chiefs a little bit difficult. This situation has brought the House on its knees, which has in turn affected the judicial and administrative functions of the House. It will interest you to note, aside people filing petitions in the House to challenge the status of a chief, this same group of people go about installing rival chiefs, a situation which is a recipe for disaster. I would like to urge the security apparatus to deal with any persons who will foment trouble in the region in the name of chieftaincy. There is no offenses like chieftaincy offense, but criminal offense, and such people should be dealt with in accordance with the Chieftaincy Act 759 of 2008, Section 63. Mr. President, we will also be grateful if the name of the region is changed from Greater Accra Region to Gadangwe Region to reflect the views, the status, and the aspirations of the people of Gadangwe. Furthermore, we will be very grateful if works on the Eastern Corridor roads will be speeded. We will speed it up to alleviate woes of commuters traveling on these roads. This project appears to be abandoned because currently there's no work going on. It will be deeply appreciated if urgent steps are taken to construct these roads to foster economic activities in our areas. The traditional authorities in the Greater Accra region want to use this opportunity to voice out our displeasure on the issue of accepting people indulging in same-sex marriage. As fathers of the land, We have monitored the social and public discourse, and we want to add our voice that this practice will not be entertained or tolerated among our people. Mr. President, all eyes and ears are looking up to you for you to do the needful to help save humanity. Lastly, Mr. President, the building that we are currently occupying was built in 1935, and it was last renovated in 2015. Looking at the architecture of this building, it has almost outlived its usefulness. The House will be grateful if your good office will construct an office complex befitting the House. It is our greatest hope that you will grant this our dear request for the House. The drawings and designs for the said office complex are ready, and we shall be submitting them to your office for consideration anytime soon. The office complex is estimated to cost about 12 million Ghana cedis, which we think is just a peanut. Once again, we are very grateful for the appointment of Honorable Henry Korti as our regional minister and the various MMDCs in our traditional areas. We also want to express our deepest condolences to the Vice President, Mahamadou Bawumia, on the demise of his mother. We assure you of our fullest support to your administration. Thank you all for making it to this August function. Thank you.
The commander of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo. Kejene wini ne eke eta officer keke ta flache ni eba kwa paper mi so shi nye solemo en fa pa mo nye hiwale kenye bi kenye denche eba nye na jano nye ba bi na fon shi ke hale no esmo ni da fie ekpa Ghana manfe tomoboni beni etawo ne fie ko ni esla region ne ke me anashramo bona fi ledenche enna ne nu eke hingbe ba akwe keke eto ehun ebotoi tomoboni bianto ne no ni nyeka ne ni ene no ete region se fe ni modromo na eba she bie aka fe nyesha no hu sani eba ne ke ya ba chonye lele ni eba me ni ke ba agie fe achonye omo shi afolega ni ega swala ba ke koloko ni gbogbo kale hun yen chenye bi tuntu no elekusun ojoba no akene ke na ne wo bie ni nene meke na me ni meke na me ye bie pe sa ne fe kusun wana fe ni ke ya nyaka mo na ne egbe no ewo be ke iba ehien no fio ehien doko fio ehien no ni unika no na fio mo hie how are you ko nye ke ka bi we ke okay oh I am fine no hu ehien shi ta flache apawa yo na ka ke telebo inoko be mi ko onye egbe oshi ya ga echi no eketako ni telele hu egme apawa mi ko ni ke enye be apawa hu donko be nyo jugba no ni o chame o hani eshe nene de ke agbona je no ni o chame me o ba bi bogbe o ma hi enye lo His Excellency, the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, Kenya Angmelegbe, Koni Efegbe ami. Ojame eje. Akefe ni nyeke watcho ga school osmo ni ma yuega. No, President by you agbene you adon.
Thank you very much for this reception. Today is Saturday, a day of rest. But you have found it possible to gather the members of the Regional House of Chiefs to come and give me this fine welcome. I'm very grateful, and I wanted to put that on. As the regional minister indicated, every year I've made it a habit to visit all the regions of the country to see for myself how the business of government is going on, and to have the opportunity also to listen to the concerns of people about the governance of the country so that it can be improved. I've done 15 regions this year, and Greater Accra is either the first or the last. This time is the last. It's the last region that I'm visiting. I should have been here on the first day of my 3-day tour, but because of the issues involving the induction of the Gamanche into this assembly, today became the most convenient day, which is the last day of my visit. I also came to have the opportunity to thank the people of Greater Accra region for the support they gave my party and myself during the last election. We suffered some setbacks in Greater Accra, but we know with your support we will correct it the next time in 2024. Mr. President, the matters that you have put before me I'll comment briefly on some of them. First of all, the cases pending for settlement before the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, various chieftaincy cases. It's very, very important that we make it possible for these cases to be resolved as soon as possible. The resolution of chieftaincy matters contribute to the peace and stability of the country. And I want to assure you that what we can do on the part of central government to facilitate that process, we will do it. And then, therefore, make it possible for the full complement of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs to be able to sit. I've indicated to you my response to the demand for the change of name of Greater Accra to Ga-Dangwe State. The matter will be under advisement and consideration, and sooner than later, you'll hear my response to it. Eastern Regional Corridor, Nene says that it has come to a standstill. That is not my information. But whatever be the case, considerable advances have been made on the Eastern Corridor from when I came into office. And I want to give you this full assurance that that road will be completed before I leave office. I've taken on board also your comments on the issue of LGBTQ rights, and I've heard what you have to say. The Parliament is seized of the matter, and we hope that it will deal with it in a satisfactory way. It would be a big feather in my cap if I was to help build a new regional house of chiefs for Greater Accra. I have to be careful in this area because there are lots and lots of regions in Ghana. But I want to assure you that I'll do my best to assist in doing that. I'll convey your condolences to the Vice President on the loss of his mother. I'll be going there tomorrow, and I'll make sure that I tell him that the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs made this formal statement about him. It's kind of you, and I'll convey that to you. But I want to thank you once again for the opportunity to come and meet with you, and to assure you that my doors are always open to you and to the members of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. I believe that together, we come together with understanding, we can do a lot to promote the progress of the region and of Ghana. And I'm looking forward to working with you. I want to take the opportunity finally to congratulate you on your election as the president of the Greater House, Accra Regional House of Chiefs. The last time I came here, I don't think you were sitting in that chair, but today you're there. And well done, and we're all going to help to make sure that you have a successful tenure of office. Thank you very much indeed.
You. Ojogwa, ni o chami ejen lo. Ma hien yen lo efen egbe.
Thank you.